Tonight on Titan Sports Recap, the theme is Beat the Beach. Cal State Long Beach comes to town to take on Fullerton in a pair of rivalry matchups for women's basketball and ice hockey. And men's basketball locks up with UC Santa Barbara in a battle for second place in the Big West Conference. Can the Titans keep the Gauchos from playing spoiler in the annual homecoming game? All this and more on Titan Sports Recap.
Welcome to Titan Sports Recap, bringing you the best video coverage of Cal State Fullerton athletics. I'm Kate Archer.
And I'm Alex Stathis. After a disappointing overtime loss to Cal State Northridge, women's basketball takes on rivals Long Beach State. Ben Mikowski has more on the game. Ben?
The Titans look to take down Long Beach, who won their last two games. Early on, Tepessa gets off to a good start with this turnaround jump shot, would tie the game up at 2. Later on, Titans up 4. Sophomore Maya Olivier goes baseline for the tough layup. She would have a career game with 23 points and 7 rebounds. A minute later, Megan Richardson finds Alicia Crisp in the corner for 3, plus the foul on Tepessa. The Titans would get the ball back. 2 possessions later, you know how they say the most dangerous player is the one inbounding the ball? Megan Richardson proves it right there to cap off a 13-2 run for the Titans. They will lead by 11 going into halftime. Coming out of halftime, Maya Olivier gets right back at it with the running baseline layup, plus the foul. She would convert the 3-point play. 8 minutes later with a 51-35 lead, who else? Maya Olivier going baseline for the layup, part of a 10-3 run for CSUF. Titans up 17 now. Richardson's going to draw some defenders and find Alicia Crisp for the 3-pointer to give the Titans a 20-point lead. They would never look back, winning with a final score of 74-53.
With last year's loss to UC Riverside, the Titans look for a homecoming win. Will the Titans be able to defeat this year's matchup, UC Santa Barbara? Corey Vest has the highlights. Corey?
Thanks, Kate. The Titans handled Cal Poly in their last game. Looking to feed off of that momentum and a pumped-up homecoming crowd, they look to defeat UC Santa Barbara. Here are the highlights.
The Gauchos of UC Santa Barbara entered a packed Titan gym for Cal State Fullerton's homecoming game. The highlights were early and often, starting with Isaiah Umapig opening this Titan scoring with a 3-pointer. That would not be his last. Clear the runway for Jamie Cerna. The Gauchos would lead at half, but only by 4 thanks to this shot. Umapig will end the half the same way he started it. Yeah, go to the locker room, young fella. Early second half now, there was a party downtown and the Titans were invited. Kwame Vaughn would post up 37 points, shooting 5 for 7 behind the arc. Oh, there was a block party too. Amonde Amoke, not once but twice, says yeah, that's not happening. When you're good, you're good. Umapig was 7 for 11 from deep. He'd go for 25 points. As a team, the Titans shot 65% from 3-point land. Yeah, you have a reason to move like Jagger. Titans win.
I'm here with Amonde Amoke after their big win against Santa Barbara. Amonde, that atmosphere, electric. Tell me how it feels to be on the court.
I mean, it feels great to really have a home court advantage, have all our fans supporting us, students out here today. It really made us really livened up the environment, and we went out there, and that's why we played so well, I think, is our fan support.
You got a couple big blocks in a row, crowd went nuts. Tell me how that feels personally.
It feels great because it's a momentum shifter, and when you get a big block, you know, it gets the guys going, gets the crowd going, and it's a defensive play, you know, just like a charge. Those are big plays in the game. Yeah.
3-pointers, I mean, that was just insane. I lost track of how many you guys made. Just how does that fire up the crowd and your team, not only tonight but going forward?
Right. I think we shot something like 17 for 26. It just shows how great of a shooting team we are. And when we get our shooters going and our inside game and everything going together, it's like we're really tough to stop. So that was a great night tonight for them.
All right, it's a Monday, Moke. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, man.
The atmosphere was electric here in Titan Gym, with the Titans putting on a show. After trailing at half, they would open up the second with a barrage of three-pointers, and they would never look back after that, winning 99-86. From Titan Gym, Corey Vest, Titan Sports Recap.
Titan Ice Hockey had 2 big games against USC and Long Beach State. With the defeat over USC, they play for another win. Trevor Raybone has the results of the game against Long Beach State. Trevor?
Thanks, guys. Cal State Fullerton taking on Long Beach State in the final home game of the season for Cal State Fullerton. The Titans have come in winning all 3 games against Long Beach State earlier this season, trying to make it 4. Will they do it? Let's check out the highlights. Cal State Fullerton hosting senior night in their final home game of the year against Long Beach State, and the 49ers didn't waste any time in opening the scoring. Kyle Lewandowski took a boarding penalty early in the first period, and Ingemar Grav taps home the puck right in front of the Titan goal to give the 49ers a 1-0 lead on the power play. But Cal State Fullerton would answer shortly after that as Alex Sensolo races down to beat the icing call and centers the puck to Alon Danayev, who promptly buries it to tie the game 1-1. But Danayev wasn't done there. He'll tack on another one in the first as he crosses the blue line into the zone, sidesteps the defenseman and snaps a wrister past Ricky St. Louis to the far side. His second goal of the game gives the Titans a 2-1 advantage. Then on the power play, Fullerton would strike again in the first period as Blake Dorman taps home the rebound right in front of the net. His third goal of the year gives Fullerton a 3-1 lead. Moving to the second period, 3-2, Fullerton leading, when Skylar Hoare races down the left wing side and beats Brandon Heathouse just above the blocker on the short side to tie the game 3-3. But Fullerton would answer shortly after that. Less than a minute later, Alex Sensulo finds Sean Salagumba, who roofs it past the Long Beach netminder, and Fullerton would grab the 4-3 lead and hold on to it for good. Tyler Haney would tack on an insurance marker later on in the second period, and Fullerton would win the game 5-3, giving them a season sweep of the Long Beach State 49ers, 4-0, sending them off into the West Coast Hockey Conference tournament starting Friday, February 10th.
Honestly, there was a little bit of excitement and actually a lot of nervousness. I haven't been nervous in a while before one of these games, but I definitely felt butterflies before this game. And, once I got on the ice, they kind of went away. I started feeling good. And once I popped that first one in, again, I felt really good. And to get the second one the next shift definitely boosted my confidence. And the fact that we won, I was able to get 3 points in my last home game, feels great.
Cal State Fullerton, a 5-3 winner over Long Beach State tonight at the rinks at Anaheim Ice. It's the first time in program history that Cal State Fullerton has swept the season series with Long Beach, winning all 4 games. From Anaheim Ice, Trevor Raybone, Titan Sports Recap.
Interested in showing off your athletic skills? The Student Recreation Center offers intramural 5-on-5 basketball, volleyball, dodgeball, and much more. Sign-ups are underway. For more information, check out the ASI website under the Student Recreation Center tab. Here is your Titan timeline highlighting the biggest games coming in the next 2 weeks. This weekend, Titan Ice Hockey will compete in the West Coast Hockey Conference Tournament in Las Vegas. Men's basketball plays for a second victory against UC Irvine at home on February 9th. And women's basketball has a home game against Cal State Bakersfield on February 16th.
And remember that you can catch our entire video highlight library on our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/TitanSportsRecap. Follow us on Twitter. Our handle is @CSUF Sports Recap. And find us on Facebook for our constant video updates. Just search for Titan Sports Recap. Well, that's going to do it for us. Be sure to come back in 1 week for more coverage of our CSUF athletic highlights. From all of us at Titan Sports Recap, I'm Alex Stathis.
And I'm Kate Archer. See you guys next time.